Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this pick a card reading. This was a subscriber request and I thought, why not? I've not done this kind of reading before. The next 72 hours, you have 3 piles to choose from. Pile 1 is the lilac flower, pile 2 is the key, and pile 3 is the bottle with white hearts. Quick channel message before we begin. There is a strong energy regarding exposure, communication, and manifestation, and an intense energy, okay? And at the same time, I'm seeing that out of this intensity, there's going to be relief. So we may see more about that as we go through the readings, or that may be all that needs to be shed. We'll see. Other than that, I'll see you at your reading. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. The next 72 hours, you chose the lilac flower. Let's see the first card I have for you. And we have the garden. Nice. This represents the energy of a meeting place. This represents energy of events, business, okay? And this can also be about gatherings, social gatherings, and friendships, all right? And yes, there is some element here of, dates and date night. Some of you here, okay, within the next 72 hours, you're going to attend a very nice social event, okay? For some of you, this event is rather glamorous. I'm seeing that it requires an invite, and also, I'm seeing like a lineup as well, though it's not in the sense of when you line up outside of a place and you don't already have the entrance. It's that it's busy, and I'm seeing that there is something quite exclusive as well. For others, this is regarding meeting up with people you've not seen for a while, okay? I also have some nostalgia coming from this card, and there may be an outside event as well, and you may be outside with the friendship gathering, the social gathering, okay, that's more low-key, so to speak, and not necessarily this glamorous event. So there's kind of two quite different scenarios there, but both are equally as strong, okay? And it can be you're attending both, right? Over the next 72 hours, you're actually going to a low-key gathering, and then you have this upscale kind of glamorous event you'll be attending. Social media can be involved in this, may also be a pop-up of some kind, all right? And for others, there is going to be an invite to an interview, okay, where I have this business energy coming forward. So actually, very sociable energy for you, okay? Those of you that chose pile 1, over the next 72 hours, you're going to be out and about, and there's a nice light energy around that. So I'm going to get you a couple more cards from the fortune deck, and then I'm going to get some tea leaf fortune cards, see what else is going on. Some of you, it's payday. I'm hearing you're getting paid, okay? So it may be that time of the month when you're getting paid also. Okay, yeah, your ships are coming in. You may have multiple streams of income, multiple ways you make your money, because I'm seeing quite a big amount coming in for you. This can be also, the number 6 is in that amount. And yeah, we've got the clover. See, this is like happy-go-lucky, out and about. You're going to have money in your bank, money in your pockets. There's no restriction here, okay? So over the next 72 hours, I'm seeing you have kind of a sense of freedom, right? And not having to have worries on your mind. And with the ship being there, this certainly involves some type of travel. You could be taking a trip up within the next 72 hours. It's the start of a trip within the next 72 hours. And it's going to be very blessed, very nice, very happy. And for some of you, it is also luxurious. There's that kind of energy coming forward again with that elegance, and it may also involve a boat, right, where it is a sociable event, a social night out. Also, this could be like a boat ride, boats that are on the river, and there's a restaurant. It's this kind of thing as well. But for others, it is going further afield, right? There is a trip here, and for some, this can also be overseas, right? And like a getaway. Yeah, certainly that's confirmations overseas there with the mountain. Okay, so let's get you some tea leaf fortune cards. Okay, clouds, temporary problems. Okay, yeah, That's why I'm saying, like, you're worried, you know, you're not gonna have to worry, because it's like you have been, but it's temporary. Whatever it is that's been on your mind, it's been moved out of the way, okay? It's not staying. You know, clouds disperse, right? And the problems will disperse. They're not gonna make way, they're not gonna make roots in your life. Stepping into a new experience, yes. For many of you, then within the next 72 hours, you will be doing something you've not done before. Regards to travel, regards to events, right? And the type of event that I see here. And also when it comes to an invitation for an interview, invitation regards to employment here, it's going to be something completely new, something you've not done before, like venturing into new territory, venturing into new waters, so to speak. Okay, and it can be close to home, it can be far away, both apply here. All right, ultimately it's like newness, new experience, and freedom, right? As I said, and kind of letting loose a bit, letting go of temporary problems like worries, as I say. Let's get you one more card. Some of you maybe you have like an appointment for your hair, like beauty, actually. And also maybe tattoo. For some reason, when I saw the beetle, I had like this energy of a tattoo. Someone can be getting some type of body art. So it doesn't have to strictly be a tattoo, but it could be henna. It could be something that may even be temporary tattoo, you know, nice design on your hand. But ultimately, there's something about beauty coming from this beetle. And the card is actually good fortune, right? And you've got the clover there as well. So as I say, you know, money coming in, payday, pockets full, new opportunities here, travel. There's this element of luxury as well within the next 72 hours, okay? And I just have that the beetle is it's talking about some type of investment as well with the good fortune. So it could be within the next 72 hours, there's an investment opportunity coming up, you know, especially the ship. It's like your ship's coming in, so to speak, right? That's what this card is about as well. So ultimately, yeah, there's going to be an opportunity for investment. I'm not saying you'll make the investment specifically during the next 72 hours, but it's like the opportunity is arising. This can happen at the interview, this can happen in the social gathering, whether it's low-key or not, right? Something is showing up for you there. Okay, that's what I have for you, pal one. Your next 72 hours. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you very soon for another one. Thank you for watching. If you like this, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you soon for another one. Bye for now. Hello pal 2, welcome to your reading, the next 72 hours. You chose the key. Let's see the first card that I have for you. And you have the moon. So if you did listen to the very quick channel messages, I had energy of exposure and communication and manifestation. I feel this very much so connects to pal 2, okay? I see that there is something that's been growing. There's something that's been unfolding, okay, in the background. And yes, there's awareness. I have that you're aware to an extent, because there is this sense of anticipation and expectation, but there's suddenness. It's like suddenly coming in, okay? So there is going to be truth revealed to you. In some instances, a major truth is being revealed within the next 72 hours, okay? Yes, right. Let's see what else is going on here. Also, there's something that you thought was over, that there's like an opportunity you thought perhaps was lost or missed, but there's something coming back around again, and it's positive. It's better timing. Also, the moon here, it's giving me energy of better timing and also change of time. So there can be indication here of timeline jumping, you know, shifting paradigms here. And ultimately new perspective, which is shifting like the time for you. So that's why there's this suddenness. So something can be showing up quicker because of a perspective and clarity, right, that's coming in. So it's quite a few things going on simultaneously, though it will all fall into place is what I'm hearing. So let's see. bit of a mysterious energy here. You can have some Scorpio placements, and not just because of the mysterious energy, I just have that coming forward, okay? And Pisces as well. You may be Pisces moon, Scorpio moon, Cancer moon here, the anchor. Yeah, there's a major obstacle. There's a major obstacle that you're overcoming within the next 72 hours. Right, and there's the rider. That's interesting. So when I look at the cards, it's as though something has been in between you reaching your goal. Like, yes, things are moving out the way, but there's been a specific blockage here, a specific delay, something which kept you stuck, and then you're going to be able to be free. You're going to be able to advance and move forward, which is why there's this sense of, you know, exposure, communication, and truth. The truth will set you free. Some of you may have recently done a truth spell, okay? A truth working. It's worked, it is working, it's unfolding within the next 72 hours. And actually, for some of you, you may have done this some time ago. It doesn't have to be recent, or that you did it close to the time you watched this video. You may have thought, oh, I need to redo it. That didn't work. And for others, you've used different methods. This may have been a type of manifestation method, right, to bring truth out. So you're going to be no longer blocked during the next 72 hours. And it's in all levels here, spiritually, energetically, at the physical level, right, the physical realm, because there's literal, you know, getting on the horse and going. For some of you, this is like getting in your car and going. So some of you can expect to have a new mode of transport within the next 72 hours. And I hear getting back. So some of you may be getting back your car. This could have been that it's been getting worked on even, and that's been delayed. And that is giving you back some sense of freedom as well. So that's more pertaining to the physical reality, right? The everyday kind of things there. But ultimately, it does kind of correlate, right, with being stuck and blocked. There may have been road opener working here also. And I have to say, Pal 2, you are quite mysterious. There's something here where it's like, okay, first of all, you're protected, right? You're very much so protected spiritually here. And you may be a high priest, high priestess, you know, a practitioner of your belief system here. Okay. But there's something about being protected by the moon in particular, like the energy of the moon. There's something about the dark, and okay, you may be embodying like dark masculine, dark feminine, right? You've been doing shadow work here. But something that's, you know, it's more of the grueling side, right? Of when it comes to doing work on healing. Ultimately, it's like you've got to the root of something here, and this is also what's coming out during the next 72 hours. Like you're finally getting the root. You're getting to the root of your healing and getting the root of something out, like pulling it out, right? When I think of it, I think of like a weed. And you know how some weeds are just, you think on the surface, that's not so big, I'll just take that out easily, but somehow it has a very, very strong root, and it just keeps going. And to get it out, you got to really dig. So some of you here, you may be very much so, of course, highly intuitive and psychic, but like you have a very strong pattern recognition. You have very, you're able to get to the root of things. And I'm seeing this coming through in the next 72 hours. So, you know, in a way here, Pal 2, it's kind of like you can sit back, put your feet up, relax, and watch it all kind of flow in. It's not like an action orientated next 72 hours. Like, yes, there's the message of, you know, moving forward, but it's in a general sense, right? Once this 72 hours is over, it doesn't mean that's all going to stop. There's like a continual residual energy that will continue setting you free, right? But the next 72 hours in particular, and I did say 24, fraudulent slip, though it's never really a fraudulent slip, it's just something could be coming in at that 24-hour period, right? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna get you a couple of tea-leaf fortune cards. Someone has been counting the days. Someone's been counting the days. Okay. So there's a bit of a side note message here. This rider has been counting the days regarding you, okay? They've been counting the days since they've seen you, since they heard from you. Something here could have been a no contact with the mountain in the middle there and the anchor. You've been standing on boundaries. The hand, in need of help, assistance and guidance. Yeah, so you are being guided, you are being protected, as I've shared, okay? But there's a helping hand on the way, and I do have it spiritually speaking, okay? Okay. Dog, far away. A distant friend is thinking of you, yeah? What did I say? What did I say? Counting the days. So of course this is platonic energy, though for some of you I do have this is a romantic energy, and it can be, it's a friend, right, who has romantic feelings, so it can be that as well. Possibly this is what is about, you know, some type of, well, it's not exposure energy, it's more like confession energy. Some of you can expect a confession from a friend, right, who actually has romantic feelings for you. For others, it is a friend, right, it is literal as well, and also someone who you have been romantically involved with here, and you may have had a very good friendship with them as well as romantic. Right, King, pay attention to your health. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's something here about getting rest and sleep. Some of you may feel like lightheaded at times. You may feel like something to do with your appetite is either suppressed or it's like increased. There's something where there's like lack of balance regards to that. And what I see is that it's connecting to what's going on spiritually as well, right? I'm not, you know, disclaimer, I have to say, not diagnosing anything like that. I'm reading it from the spiritual energetic sense, of course. The best way I can relay that, but ultimately that's what I have. So it's like also an opportunity to cleanse, you know, redo protection as well, like just keep adding to it. Yes, you are protected, but it's like, you know, when you're building a house, right, and you're putting the insulation in, you're not just gonna like put a bit of insulation and then think, oh yeah, the wall's there and I'm protected, right? You're gonna keep adding, you gotta keep putting up your force field, right? So over the next 72 hours, reinforcing, right, your force field, so to speak. That's what I have for you, pal, too. A very nice reading. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I always love to hear back from people, what resonates with them. And I'll see you soon for another one. Bye for now. Hello Pile 3, welcome to your reading, the next 72 hours. You chose the bottle with the white hearts. Let's see the first card I have for you, and we have home. Okay, so I see that there is an emphasis of comforts, home comforts, and also I see that this involves going to a home. Okay, there's something personal about the energy that I have, so it can be an invite, but you know, more of a personal one, like family, friends, a little get together here. But the stronger energy is that I just see this kind of like being at home and being in home comforts here over the next 72 hours. Some of you may be planning on doing some type of self-care, okay, maybe an at-home ritual for you to relax, okay? So let's see what else. And also cooking does come forward, so you may be just cooking, having comfort foods over the next 72 hours. Okay, I'm seeing some of you go D&D. Yeah, you want a break. You've been really, the energy I have is like overdoing it, right? This, you know, when we have the whip, it's like repetitive. It also represents tension. okay? And it's almost as though, you know, you're trying to get away from tension here, and it can be the tension is occurring in the home, though it's not the stronger energy that I have. It's more so it's outside of the home, and you're going to be in your home so you can be safe and rest and relax, take a break, okay? Let's see what else here. Yeah, the Tower card. There's an energy here of a person who is just too much in your business, too much into what you're doing, what you're not doing, okay? The Tower card is a spiritual card, right? It does represent spiritual protection, but the energy I'm getting is that someone is just trying to see into you, like see into your life. And energetically you're feeling that. That's what the whip is as well. It's like you're feeling this kind of like negative energy. And you want to be away from it, right? And you will be. So also there's a message here, okay? Pay attention to who you are allowing in your home, okay? So over these next 72 hours, just pay attention to who may show up, who where it's the other way around and you made an invite and you're having people over to your place. Pay attention to the energy that is there once that person has gone, or the group of people, right? And there is one in particular, though obviously it can be more than one here. But it's like an overshadowing. I just have this like overshadowing. So I'm seeing you just kind of put boundaries down over the next 72 hours, okay? Become aware of putting down boundaries as well. Yeah, the moon. There's someone, and as I say, it can be more than one, okay, who's familiar, close, someone who is inviting you to their home, vice versa. And I see that, and also moon is about invitation. You know, you're not seeing like the true intention. There's something like very, very hidden here. And this person is like, they do use like spiritual things, spiritual ways, or also they try to act like they're spiritual, like, oh yes, you know, have empathy, and really they don't have empathy. So just keep an eye out for that, okay? As I say, I'm seeing you kind of want to be in your own space, and possibly this is about rejection. You'll reject an invite, you know, you won't go to this person's house. You may have already been getting insight about this. The moon there is intuition, that's strong, okay? It's just perhaps it's a little bit more tricky because this person really does represent, or this group of people, as, oh yes, we really care, we're really interested, and but it's not the energy that I have, okay? You need to protect yourself. So I'm going to get you some tea leaf fortune cards. Maybe you're going to have a reading this weekend. You know, maybe you're going to do a self-reading, you're going to do some divination yourself to figure something out here. Because look, you know, it's like that energy of when you can't put your finger on something, even though it looks so shiny and nice and everything is like working out so far. Something is just off, right? Pale. Time to get out of a situation. Yes, thank you, universe. Thank you for the aligned message. Boom. So also, if you do go to the event, or the gathering rather, in this home, or you have it in your home, it's going to get cut short. It's not going to be however long you thought it was going to be for. You'll either say that it's like time to leave, or you'll say, I'm going now, like I'm out, okay? But many of you are going to just decide to not accept it at all. You're going to stay at home and have a weekend to yourself. Weekend, the next 72 hours, whenever that is. I'm saying weekend because it's upon where I am at the timing I'm posting this video. Bird flying, Muse is on the way. Muse is on the way. Let's see, what is that about? Clarification on the Muse. Crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Okay, so there can be news of pregnancy. Yes, we've got the moon, so there is pregnancy here, pregnancy energy. And where, of course, it won't be for everyone, and it doesn't have to be you, right? It can be someone you know, a family member, a friend, but there is pregnancy getting announced here. and the Enterprise energy. So there's some news about employment, as Moon does also represent energy of contracts. Okay, so there is some good news regarding that and opportunity, okay, for you, pile 3, that will be coming in the next 72 hours. So ultimately, you know, it's the next 72 hours for you, pile 3. It's about awareness. In the channeled message, I did have exposure, communication, and manifestation. Moon is, of course, also about manifestation energy. And it's you kind of, you know, making boundaries and having boundaries and seeing that you've outgrown as well. You're going to notice you've outgrown things and people over the next 72 hours. And it's this particular situation about home, as I say, going to someone's home, vice versa. And you kind of getting that, like really seeing it and it really being shown to you like, oh yeah, actually I was right. There was something not. Okay, so yes, there may be a cutting off after this next 72 hours. I'm not saying that's for everyone, but certainly, you know, time to get out of a situation. It's pretty clear. All right, that's what I have for you, pile 3. I do hope you enjoyed that today, and I'll see you very soon for another one. If you did enjoy the reading, like, share, subscribe, and be very blessed. Bye for now.